Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation today is the 20th Pauri from Wadhans Ghar, Mahalla Chotha. The compositions, saloks, are composed by Mahalla Pehla, Nanak the first, Guru Nanak. The saloks. Salok Mahalla Pehla, Ghar hi Mundh Videsi, Pir nit chੂਰੇ ਸੰਭਾਲੇ ਮਿਲਦਿਆਂ ਢਿੱਲ ਨਾ ਹੋਵਈ ਜੇ ਨੀਅਤ ਰਾਸ ਕਰੇ So ਘਰ ਹੀ ਮੁੰਦੇ ਘਰ ਹੀ within the home ਮੁੰਦੇ ਵਿਦੇਸੀ The bride feels like a foreigner ਵਿਦੇਸੀ ਨਿਤ ਚੂਰੇ ਸੰਭਾਲੇ It feels a sense of weariness when it thinks that the husband, the spouse, is far away in a foreign land. That's the feeling. But the Guru says, Mildiyan till na hovai. Mildiyan, mela, union is but a flash away. It's not far. Till na hovai. It can happen instantly if J niyat ras kare, if only the intentions of this bride are well-meaning. What is being said here, the munde, the bride, refers to the ego mind, which feels a sense of weariness, nitachure, because it thinks, samale, that her spouse, the source, is far away in a foreign land, videse. This is the idea that we generally have, that the creator self is somewhere in the skies or far away somewhere. But there is no delay in meeting the spouse, if one is pure in one's intentions. Niyat ras kare. What does that mean? Purifying the intentions means to cleanse the mind of established thought patterns, habitual patterns that we repeat over and over again and that limit us. So we have to break that barrier. So that sense of separation, the sense that my spouse is far away or the beloved is far away, is the result of the ego, because the ego has created this cover around itself and just does the same thing over and over again. In the second salok, the Guru says, Nanak gali kudiyan baaj parit kare, tichar jane palakar jichar leve de. So, unless you have love for the spouse, baaj parit kare, all talk is futile. Gali kudiyan. Everything is false, which means without sincerity and devotion, all of this talking is pretentious. And we are all pretentious. We pretend to be something we are not. And the problem is, tichar jane palakar jichar leve de. So long as it receives what it wants, so long as we receive what we want, the relationship with the creator spouse is seen as beneficial. In other words, our dealings are very transactional and self-serving. That is the whole point. So in the Pauri, the message is, Jin upaye ji tin har rakhya, amrit sacha nao, bhojan chakhya, tipat rahe aghaye, miti pabakhya, sab andar ik vartay, kine virle lakhya, jan nanak bhai nihal, prabh ki pakhya. Jinni upaya ji, that which caused creatures and beings to come into existence, is the har. And that har, tin har, is also the sustainer of its creation. Tin har rakhya. So the self feeds us, bhojan chakhya, on the life-giving food of eternal wisdom. Amrita sacha now. Feeding on wisdom will erase the hunger of the senses. Miti babakya. Babakya is deep hunger, deep desire. And a deep sense of gratification is then experienced. Tipata rahe aghai. So we are looking for this fulfillment. What we need is wisdom. So the same Har Self pervades everything. Sab andar ek varta. But it is a rare individual who feels its presence. Kine virle lakhya. Lakhya is to see, meaning to feel, to presence it. And the servant Nanak in the end declares that those who live by the wisdom of the self, Prabhu ki pakhya, pakhya's support, are fulfilled, nihalya. So the imagery here is of a bride feeling alienated because of separation, or at least perceived separation from her beloved, the desired object. So this is a metaphor for the discontent that is threaded around human life. The roots of our discontent, the Guru is saying, stem from babakya, this insatiable hunger. So the Sabad illustrates to us that the relentless pursuit of desires can only lead to a profound sense of discontent. Because when you are perpetually in search of external fulfillment, the void within remains. Indeed, it grows deeper. And it is this unquenchable thirst that perpetuates the cycle of suffering and dissatisfaction. So true contentment is found by turning inward and embracing the wisdom of the self. But that's not all. Wisdom will teach us a sense of proportion. It'll teach us which desires to be pursued, which ones to be discarded. It'll give you that proportion, that sense of proportion. So the journey to inner serenity is paved with wisdom, understanding, proportion, and discarding what is not necessary, fluff, and holding on to what is important. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.